What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Okay, so today's lesson is an important kind of refresher of something I hope you were taught 2 or 3 years ago, and that's the concept of factors. Okay, factors are really the more important of these three concepts. It's really this word factor is a word that me and Miss Smiley are going to say a lot to you for the next 2 or 3 weeks. So make sure you understand what it is today. Okay, so a factor is a divisor of an integer. So divisor means let's say you have 12 and you can divide it by 2, right? And you get an integer. So 2 is a divisor of 12 because I can do 12 divided by 2 and I get 6. So 2 is a factor of 12. All right. Examples of what are the factors of 12? So let me do them with you. So what they are well, I got 2 times 6. That's one. But also just going back to 1 times 12. Yeah. So 1 times 12, 2 times 6. Is there anything else that is the factors of 12? 3 times 4. And those 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12, those are the factors of 12. They are. Okay? So factors are asking for what numbers make up the number being asked about, right? And next up, so the word multiple, we're not really going to use that word much, but I know that I think factors makes more sense if you understand what a multiple is, because multiple is kind of the opposite. So the multiple is the product result of an integer and another integer. So what I mean by that, or what are some multiples of 12? Well, 12 times 1, 12 times 2, 12 times 3, 12 times 4, 12 times 5, 12 times 6, 12 times 7, on and on and on. Right? So those are multiples of 12, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84. So factor is asking for what smaller numbers make up 12. Multiple is asking for the bigger numbers that are products of 12. Right? All right. And perfect square. Perfect square is a whole number whose square root is another whole number. Now, all right. So integer means a number. So the word integer again means I should have that as something you have to define. Integer is a number that doesn't need fractions or decimals and can be positive or negative. A whole number is also a number that doesn't need fractions or decimals, but is only positive. Maybe that's something I should have had up here too. Okay. All right, well, yeah, so a perfect square is a whole number whose square root is another whole number. Examples are 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, and 49. That's because this is 1 squared. This is 2 squared. This is 3 squared. This is 4 squared. This is 5 squared. This is 6 squared. This is 7 squared. In other words, if you do the square root of this number, you get 1. You do the square root of 4, you get 2. You get the square root of 3, you get the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 16 is 4. The square root of 25 is 5. The square root of 36 is 6. So what would be next after 49? All right, I hope you guessed 64. 64 would be next, and then 81, then 100. Okay, so before you do the puzzle piece and the Kahoot, I'd like you to make sure you can do these. So what are the factors of the following numbers? The factors of these following numbers are... so what I mean by that. So what are the factors of 32? And draw circles around perfect squares. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, first up, every time, we got 1 times 32. Hey, we got that. Cool. What else? Well, is 32 divisible by 2? Yeah, it is divisible by 2. Yeah. Okay, I get that. Is divisible by 3? No. Is it divisible by 4? Yes, it is. Wait, and it's not 18, it's 16. Haha. Are there any more? No. And if you notice, In this, there's actually 3 perfect squares. 1, 16, and 4. There are that many inside of it. Okay? Let's do one more like that. Yeah, so those are all 6 factors of 32. And there are 3 perfect squares within the factors of 32. All right, how about 36? Well, of course, 1 times 36. What else? Is it divisible by 2? Yeah, it is. It is 2 times 18. Is it divisible by 3? Ooh, look, it is. It is divisible by 3. Is it divisible by 4? It is. Any more? Is it divisible by 5? No. Is it divisible by 6? Yeah, it is divisible by 6, and then it's 6 times 6. Alright, do we have perfect squares inside of this? Well, the number 36 itself is a perfect square. So that's 1. I mean, I can circle it there again. None of those, none of those. Hey, 4 and 9 are both perfect squares. Okay? So, see if we can figure out the factors for the rest of these. There's a short puzzle piece about this, and there's a Kahoot about this. Okay? That's it. I hope this was helpful. Have a good rest of your day.